Do. Waiting for the stream to go live. Waiting for the stream to go live. Our God? Is it coming? Ooh, I think we're just about online. Ooh, let's see if anyone's even up to be watching this shit. 0. Perfect. Just the way I like it. Talking to myself in a cold, dark room. That's okay. We, and by we I mean the voices in my head, are talking about something super exciting tonight, considering this is the last video we can ever post on this channel ever again, and we're all going to jail. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special impromptu version of the BananaCast. We've had very, very well-timed, well-planned live streams up until this point, so I thought, why not go back to something classic and have completely randomly timed, randomly designated live streams whenever the hell I'm feeling like it. And I'm feeling like it tonight, because I thought I'd be doing something else, but no, that was denied. So I thought, hey, how about we have a little bit of fun and talk about the giant hand of the free market about to bitch slap us off the platform completely. But first, why don't we open with our very classic BananaCast theme song. All right, and we'll just jump right into it from there. Hello, all two people, including Roy Mustang. Thank you for being here. I understand that that this could be a limited engagement because all the East Coasters are probably asleep, and all the Euros peeing are probably barely even getting up. So, if for whatever reason you have an early to rise and you don't have school or work, then welcome to the podcast. So, we are talking, of course, about the gigantic fine that we just received on our YouTube channel for misleading the youth of America with our horse-related content. But it's too horse. It's excess horse, small horse. So it deceived young, impressionable minds into watching our videos that say the fuck word a lot and things like that. So instantly, essentially I'm in the process of trying to pass off the bill to Vermont, because I think he has the AdSense account for the channel. So if we can somehow get the FTC to go after South Africa, that would just be fantastic, because they're going to go down there and they're not going to find any money. You're going to find, some raw uranium? Let's just take that anyway. No, disclaimer, we have not actually received one of the FTC fuck you strikes from YouTube or etc. I'll be honest, I haven't actually been following this whole story until all the panic set in, and when we start hearing it in our Discord. Essentially, I've had a very busy week. I really haven't been paying attention to online shit. It's really much. I got a lot of writing done last weekend, and then I'm like, okay, time to focus on work and everything else in life. But now it's a panic, and of course our video title is from a loving quote from some Federal Trade Commission official. And for those of you who don't know, the FTC, which is one of the major U.S. business business law, like, regulatory bodies, is also one of the, like, worst examples of regulatory capture in the American government, because this is the agency that is supposed to prevent monopolies from forming, and it consistently doesn't do that. Like, my classic example is Comcast, NBC, Universal should be three completely separate companies, but they're not. And a good FTC would have prevented the Fox buyout from Disney, and a very prescient FTC would have prevented probably the Lucasfilm and Marvel buyout of Disney as well. But that's another story completely. So what I'm saying is we've traded in our Rockefellers and Vanderbilts for fucking Bob Igers and Jeff Bezos. So that's what we're dealing with right now. Some of the articles are pretty great, though. I'm trying to decide what would be a good place to start. PC Gamer. This is probably a good one to really dig into the meat of what's going on. Where I was going with that, FTC. So the FTC spokesman or whoever, I don't know if it's like the acting chairman or whatever, in the speech he had some metaphor about like, going after this content, these YouTube creators, it's going to be like shooting fish in a barrel. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You fucking psychopath? Are you kidding me? Shooting fish in a barrel. First of all, you got like a government talking about like shooting metaphor is probably not smart right now. Not when you got one government, the Chinese, about to crack down on their second their split government enclave. It's the 30th anniversary of the Berlin Wall, where the government shot people trying to leave because it's a giant prison camp. We just passed like the Ruby Ridge anniversary like a few weeks ago. Maybe a shooting metaphor isn't a good thing. Secondly, the whole concept that like, all of these elaborate goofy ass laws, let's go after the littlest guy of them all. The regular, like, YouTuber, the metaphorically speaking, we're basically like artisans on a street corner selling our wares. Most of us aren't the Markipliers or the what were the assholes that tried to copyright an entire genre? Fine Brothers. The very fine brothers who tried to copyright, reaction. Who tried to copyright the concept of reaction. Don't think we haven't forgotten that, you fucking dicks. But, no. Instead, that they're gonna go after all of us, theoretically. That's the big worry right now. And, YouTube keeps sending out these like big warning emails and stuff because they got hit with a fine and all this stuff. So let's see this first reporting by PC Gamer, which I feel like is a fairly neutral article by Tyler Wilde. YouTube's FTC compliance system for kids content angers and worries creators. As of January 2020, regulations approach. YouTubers are fearing lost revenue and even FTC fines. God damn it! The first link or example of a video on YouTube is the damn Baby Shark song. Fuck that song. I've got a niece and nephew, and that damn song is playing all the fucking time. It drives me crazy. Stupid Baby Shark, baby extinction event. Baby send out gunboats of Japanese to fish you all to extinction, you fucking baby sharks. But apparently that's crossed 3 billion views. I already miss Psy. Bring back Gangnam Style. That's a much better YouTube video to set at most viewed over stupid Baby Shark. Even Justin Bieber's Baby is less annoying than this piece of shit. Anyway, continuing on in the article. YouTube is changing significantly in January. The video creators are afraid they may lose income and even be fined by the US government for making videos about, among other things, vid games. The Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, which is like a codified spiritual like law of what's her name? Damn it, I can't remember the name. Lovelady is the last name, I think. The wife of the priest from The Simpsons. The primo pearl cutter. Oh, please, won't somebody think of the children? Her codified into federal law. The Children's Online Privacy Protection Act is a federal law in the U.S. which forbids the collection of data of children under 13 without parental consent. Okay, A. Exhibit A. Your Honor, I'm a professional non-lawyer. Exhibit A. You're not supposed to have a YouTube channel if you're under 13. It's 13 and over with all of these social media sites. They've always said that in their terms and conditions. And so they shouldn't have a YouTube channel. I mean, if they do, or if there's some kid on a YouTube channel or is they star of one, then by the terms of service, there should be some acting adult or older person who is actually managing the channel, and the kid is just talent in the show or series. Again, going back to the Fine brothers, I'm sure they have some elaborate system set up for all of their captive children that they drag out of the basement to react to videos every couple of days. About children under 13 without parental consent, generally, that simply meant that social media sites like Twitter ask you for your date of birth when you sign up and boot anyone who says they're under 13. A kid can lie, of course, but the Federal Trade Commission allows for that reality. Yeah, actually, the whole fucking internet allows for that reality. Have you ever heard of the click here if you're 18 button? It's like a 20-year-old joke now because, of course, any kind of stricter enforcement than that would start getting into really Orwellian territory like this. Starting in January, however, it won't allow content made for kids on YouTube to include targeted advertising or employ YouTube's social features. Oh, okay. So anything that's going to be vaguely associated as children's targeted advertising is going to be put in, limited state? The Verge reported last week that the new rule is a direct result of Google's $170 million settlement. $170 million? Is that even anything to Google? Couldn't Sundar Pichai or what's the other guy? Eric Johnson? The other guy, the quiet guy. Couldn't they pull that out of their shoe and pay it off? $170 million? This is like a $700 billion company. You fucking kidding me? It's that's like blowing out your tire and you're like, oh my god, my car is broken. Are you kidding me? $170 million settlement with the FTC for allegedly collecting data on children. Of course they're collecting data on children. They collect data on everyone. So does the CIA through Google. It's like, oh no, you're doing the thing that we've already been doing for 150 years. Oh no, yeah. Wouldn't want competition for the glow in the darks. That initially happened in September, but as we approach 2020 and the new For Kids, Not For Kids menu options have appeared in YouTube's menu, video creators are getting nervous. Roy Mustang, I notice you, senpai. Markiplier will have no comment section. See, Markiplier literally is like a 9-year-old put in a 30-year-old man's body. He's the most childlike creator in that upper multi-million subscriber echelon. I mean, there's the joke about PewDiePie and the 9-year-old army or whatever. I bet anything you compare the average ages of the fan bases, and Markiplier's probably is sitting in the teens, whereas PewDiePie is probably more in the mid-20s, especially the last couple years. Anyway, where was I? It's not Google and YouTube here bear the bulk of the responsibility for labeling videos. Oh, really? Could have fucking fooled me. Isn't it their website? Google will use machine learning to auto-flag videos it thinks are kids' content, but where it doesn't, video uploaders themselves will be required to determine what the FTC considers for kids' entertainment. So, okay, I've already been noticing this the last couple of weeks anyway, as we've uploaded videos and going back to Fallout Day and stuff. Yeah, it has like a whole new checklist at the beginning. Like, do you think this would be offensive in term, or does this video include, how do they phrase it? It's like a big checklist. It's like, is your content offensive violently? And it's like option 1, explicit gore and possible death on screen. Option 2, excessive blood on screen. Option 3, excessive physical violence. And then at the bottom is like, Veggie Tales or whatever. And then and it seems like that with sexuality. Option 1, it is literally porn. Option 2, all the way down, violence, sexuality, language, fuckers, adult content. There's a whole list. And anyway, we've already been doing that for like 2-3 months now, probably since this September lawsuit. And yeah, I don't know. Like, is it hard beyond that? It's already a pain in the ass to click through that. It's one more thing to do. Is that not good enough? I guess if you click like all the bottom button, like rated G for everyone, then will they get mad if it turns out that your Elsa and Spider-Man video is actually some creepy, analytical driven, like, I don't know. You remember those Elsa videos? This is the weirdest damn thing. Vizio televisions designated as kids content will no longer serve personalized ads which have no likes and dislikes, no comments, and none of the other features which involve data collection, which also help videos spread. Well, yeah, so they're basically taking like a nuclear weapon to have a quarter of YouTube. A lot of channels are very much powered by the captive childlike audience. That's the big dirty little secret, is you leave that autoplay running and the 5-year-old keeps staring at those Elsa Spider-Man videos until one of them is finally too creepy and the parent finally notices, gets off the couch and takes the iPad away from them. The videos can still serve non-personalized ads, but this may result in a decrease in revenue for some creators, says Google. Oh no, so hasn't that already happened in like 4 or 5 waves where they've just adpocalypse creators? Like, is there anyone left who's getting non-personalized ads? Except maybe YouTube's own YouTube channel? We really should just replace the derogatory term Karen with Susan. That would just be perfect. Susan Wojcicki, just Susaning things up all over again. Ugh. In many cases, it's obvious when a video is targeted at kids, and Google lists a few examples, including child protagonists engaging in common... What the hell kind of creepy ass way is this explanation? Child protagonists engaging in common natural play patterns, such as play acting or imaginative play. It's a really weird, creepy way of putting it. And popular children's songs, stories, or poems. Baby Shark. Yeah, so that's where that's coming in. But what about the retrospective about 90s kids game? What about the Fortnite videos? Are these videos that might contain child or children's characters and that kids might be drawn to, but are also meant for teenagers or adults? What about the Friendship is Magic and all the other, nostalgia, man-children productions? Ooh, Saber Spark's about to get his channel nuked too. No more worst shows of Cartoon Network videos. Especially since he just reviewed like 3 pornos in the last couple of months, so that's definitely not going to help. If you're unsure whether your videos meet this standard, we suggest you seek legal counsel. Oh, really? Oh, fucking great. Thanks, Susan. I'll just go ahead and call up my $500 an hour retainer lawyer friend and just, have him go through all of our videos and see what his advice would be on if it's child-friendly content. What the heck? How about your lawyers do that, Susan? You're the ones with the $700 billion super juggernaut corporation. Oh yeah, just go ahead and call a lawyer and see if it's good enough. Okay. Yeah. In other words, sorry, your beef is with the FTC. And the FTC did tell Google it had to develop a system like this. In addition to the monetary penalty, the proposed settlement requires the Googs and the YouTubes to develop, implement, and maintain a system that permits channel owners to identify their child-directed content on the YouTube platform so that YouTube can ensure that it is complying with COPPA, wrote the agency in September. Okay, so YouTube has already gotten rid of all the really edgier, non-advertiser friendly content over the last like three years. So that's like everything M for mature and over. And now it's demonetizing all of the children's content like completely. So is YouTube going to become like just a teenage wasteland? A teenage ecosystem where only videos that exist between 13 and 17 can really be monetized and promoted and accelerated? It's going to be fucking weird. So what it not that it isn't already, but is it just going to become the Fortnite experience? just Fortnite dancing on all the dead channels. Oh my gosh. This is a total fucking disaster. Continued after the break, creators of kid-targeted videos are obviously unhappy about the FTC's decision, but other video creators are also worried and irritated by the blanket rule, which might apply to their channels even if they don't think their videos are targeted at kids. If they flag their videos as kids' content, they'll lose revenue and promotion, but if they don't, and YouTube or the FTC disagrees with their judgment, then they could lose their channel and even be fined. In September, CNET reported that creators who fail to mark their videos as for kids entertainment could be subject to aggressive FTC fines. Which... That's just so like the government. So, okay, you have your big child protection ruling instead of going after the giant corporation, which is already a monopoly and should be like 1/10 the size it is in a bunch of separate little fucking pieces. No, we're gonna go after the little guy. This is like, I can't even think of an old world like correlation to this. This is like, I really can't. I can't even fathom this. It's like going to a convention, and on the convention, the vendor floor where you've got just a bunch of regular people selling their wares. A major convention, think like San Diego Comic-Con, they are completely blameless, but if any creator within that vendor's hall does something wrong, then you got a fucking man in black or woman in black walking in there and taking you away or fining you on the spot $42,000. It's just the most like regressive kind of trade or child protection enforcement that you could possibly come up with. It is likely that the FTC will only go after major channels, though, as it doesn't have the resources to catch every violator, which Commissioner Rebecca Kelly... Wait, what? Rebecca Kelly Slaughter. Oh, fucking great! So you mean the FTC commissioner that is using the mighty infinite arm of the United States government to put the thumb up the ass of regular people and regular creators who wants to blanket destroy any channels that are remotely kid-friendly as well as not kid-friendly. Her last name is Slaughter. Okay, so we are in a simulation, and every day the simulation gets more ridiculous. Okay, so FTC Commissioner Slaughter is going to slaughter major YouTube channels and probably some of the little ones too, because let's not... Yes, what Tyler here is saying in this PC Gamer article is correct. They do not have the resources to go after every little whatever YouTube channel. And someone small like us probably is going to be fine. But not always. They always go after one or two or a small handful of little guys just to remind them that they are still watching. This is like, it goes back to the LimeWire case, like 10 years ago, where Or no, it wasn't LimeWire. It was related to the LimeWire case, but it was the RIAA, one of the other most horrible corporations in America, the Recording Industry Association of America, sued a 4-year-old girl because she happened to be dancing in a YouTube video where there was some bullshit, pop song in the background that was probably created by a computer algorithm. And they wanted, and her little video of the cute little girl dancing went viral. So they wanted their fucking check from that small child. You fork over the rest of your life's production, you small little girl, for, to make sure that everyone gets their gold-plated Humvee but before the shitty pop song falls out of favor in 5 weeks. So, FTC Commissioner Slaughter pointed out in her dissenting remarks, the new regulation will destroy the general and family-friendly content on YouTubes and makes the children's no safers on the internet, wrote YouTuber and disability activist Good Times with Scar, who makes Minecraft videos. He added that the people who will lose their livelihoods are not the corporations. I thought that was YouTube talking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not the corporations. They're not sending, Oh, could you imagine what the FTC police probably look like? I mean, that's the other crazy thing with the US government is literally every agency has their own police force. So there's just go on Wikipedia sometime. There's 5 different federal police forces. Just all very filtered. Do they have the federal... Well, actually, that's the big secret is the money police, the original money police, the treasury police, were created to be a secret service of protecting the institution of finance. That same secret service. It was the first one, and it was created to protect the treasury, of course. It is clear that the FTC is primarily talking about a specific kind of YouTube video. The videos that 5-year-olds watch on repeat with singing cartoon characters such as the insufferable Johnny Johnny, yes papa. Why are you calling Johnny Johnny insufferable? At least that was entertaining. Baby Shark has 0 entertainment value. It is like a devil's chant to summon some Lovecraftian shark spirit into the world through the collective consciousness of 5-year-olds. At least Johnny Johnny Yes Papa made for some dank memes for a short time. Google knew that these videos were directly targeting children under 13 and knew that it was collecting their viewing history to target advertisements, and that's what the FTC takes issue with. Obligatory Epstein didn't kill himself meme. Yeah, the FTC, they want to make sure that not the Googs, but the regular people are paying their fair share, because that's the important thing to do right now. But YouTubers who make Minecraft videos are not singing at 8-year-olds, and even if their audience is primarily teenagers and adults, they could get caught up in this massive sweeping rule, because of course the algorithm is not a knife, it's a shotgun. It just blows giant chunks of the internet all to pieces, all because of some knee-jerk bullshit reaction like this. They may not even know they're breaking the policy because child-targeted leaves a great deal of room for interpretation. The FTC is accepting public compliments regarding COPPA with a deadline of December 9th, so if you have very strong opinions about this, go ahead and go to this PC Gamer article, and they link you at the bottom to the FTC's accepting public comments section about this. I'm sure they're getting a lot of fan mail right now. So, let's see what the PC Gamer audience thinks of this. Everything kid-related should be instantly blocked on YouTube anyway. Those infernal repetitive songs, the videos where parents prank their kids, toy reviews, weird cheap animations used to keep children glued to the screen, all blocked. I kind of agree in that sense. It would be kind of nice if we could partition YouTube into rated E for everyone, rated T for teen, rated M for mature, and then Pornhub can just be the 18 plus section. Because That would make everything so much simple. Color code it. Have regular red YouTube be like teenager, because that was the original sort of niche. And then you can have the mature YouTube have like I don't know, like a bright orange like color tone or something still. Or no, make the bright orange the rated E for everyone, and make green teenagers and then red for adults, or some shit like that. Anyway, just separate the three out, and then companies can buy in. Do you want your advertising going on rated E for everyone videos, or rated T for teen, or rated M for PewDiePie kind of videos? And then they can just go from there. Oh, we have more people showing up in the chat. It sounds like they are just trying to steal people's money. Yes, this is what. Yes, welcome to the United States government. Especially if they don't really have money. Yes, yes, indeed. Samuel Pierce 2.0. Ooh woo. Yes. Yeah. Sees your ad revenue, goes ooh woo, and grabs that $42,000 dick right out from under you. Lieutenant Darkseeker, what have I missed? The DVR should be on, but you can also catch up to the stream after that, where we're discussing the FTC's compliance system, where FTC Commissioner Slaughter is talking about shooting Seaponies in the barrel with the Glock coming out of her ass. Okay, so that's PC Gamer's take. Let's go to Nerdist, the hardest of Wick companies. Let's see does he say anything else? Oh yeah, that's the other funny thing, is this Child Protection Online Act is from like fucking 1998. 20-year-old law that I guess is actually getting used for the first time now. Like, fucking boomers. This is all their fault, putting some crap like that in place. Oh no, Lil Billy is posting too many Ren and Stimpy memes on the AOL Instant Messenger board, or they just discovered fucking one of those edgy 1990s sites, anything that Wang has ever covered. It's just like, so they put in this giant like time bomb. It's like burying a time capsule, but inside of it is a Russian landmine. The TV and radio one. Yeah, the TV and radio, which are already like just like cancer disease covered with the FTC's regulatory capture. That's why there's only like 4 companies that just get given everything by the FTC. It's freaking the big 4. Who else is here? Ryan Dragonwell says, yes, it is just lazy parents not doing their jobs. That's what this all comes down to. It is not the internet's job to raise your children. If you as a parent want to try that and put your child into the playpen of the internet, you're going to get a sociopath on the other end, but that's your decision. It is not the internet's job to accommodate you. This is like having a bar, and then someone comes in and is like, oh wait, kids might want to come in here. It's like, so what the fuck are you talking about? This is a bar. We have alcohol and stuff. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna fine you if a child happens to walk in and there happens to be alcohol being served at the time. Motherfucker. So, hello, Pyrotechnics. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, a Russian landmine would definitely fetch a pretty sum. Yeah, that's a good question. Do you think a Russian landmine is worth less than 1 penalty from from the FTC? Let's Google. I know how we start. Russian landmines used in Afghanistan, because that's where you're gonna find a fucking shitload of them. Landmines in Afghanistan. Wall of text. Just give me the brand name. Just, give me the model number. Key findings, Angola. Yeah, I know. It was a bad war. We all know this already. Just oh, here we go. Wikipedia. PFM1. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Russian PFM1 landmine for sale. Okay, that is not a real mine for sale. The U.S. government is now following your internet search history. How about production cost of PF1 landmine? PFM1, sorry. And you gotta have M for Moscow or some shit. Fucking, how much did they cost, man? Just tell me. Actually, was cost a thing? I know that's like, is that bad? Asking how much something Soviet costs? is that an insult to its grand history? Okay, it's very similar to the BLU-43 U.S. Army landmine. Okay, how much does a BLU-43 U.S. Army landmine cost? Production cost of BLU-43 U.S. landmine. You're not going to tell me, are you? What the fuck? Just... How... Wait, what? Oh, shit, really? UNICEF numbers... a landmine could be as cheap as $3 to produce? Oh, fuck, really? What the hell? That's pretty fucking cheap. Okay, I may be stand corrected. Okay, so apparently you can get 10,000 landmines for the cost of one FTC violation. Shit. I guess that assumes you own an assembly line, though. I'm going to guess a legal procurement price plus the history attached to it, plus whatever permits you're gonna have to buy to purchase a slightly used Russian Afghan landmine. We're gonna call that $42,000. I think that's fair. I think that's pretty fair. Okay, we have more people in chat. Is it bad that all I see everywhere is porn, usually right after and during the kids' stuff? Sketchy Rivet, hello. The internet is like a strip club. Yes, this is a really good metaphor, actually. The internet is a strip club. It is always happy hour. Kids shouldn't be here at all. Be careful, they might start spying on you. Yes, I know. I've read the Vault 7 leaks. I already know how they're spying on me. Fucking not with my NordVPN though. I'm protected by based Viking internets. Anyway. Yeah, so that's apparently FTC chairman is Joseph Simons. Who the hell was that Miss Slaughter then? What the hell kind of name? Who walks that person out there? Miss Slaughter? Like, oh, here we go. Commissioner Kelly Slaughter. What the fuck, man? Like really? Like really? Come on, man. You know, I thought of a joke that goes along with that, but I don't even think I could tell that joke. We're just gonna breeze on right past that. That's why I love the good old-fashioned sticky bombs and pipe mines. Yeah, it's, did the government build her in a lab? Yeah, wouldn't that be it, that all of our technology has been going toward the perfect robotic bureaucrat? Oh my gosh. Every time we get another Boston Dynamic video, like, everyone is like, oh, it's obviously they all look exactly out of like freaking Terminator 2, but yeah, it really makes you think, like, what are the well, AI hasn't been going so well anyway. I mean, the last couple of AI articles that have come out are things like, okay, so all of the AI are very, they're all sociopaths. It's like, yes. Yes, AI, a machine for information processing with no human emotions or morals, is functionally a sociopath. Yes. So I'm glad it took $1 billion of hedge fund investment money to deduce this. Just look at how easy mustard gas is to make. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, it's if you really want to get creative, you can do some crazy stuff with everyday household chemicals. It sounds like an FOE character, doesn't it though? Oh, that would be the worst FOE character. Could you imagine going into like Red Eye, his accountant in I almost said Detroit, fucking Stable Tech. His accountant in Philadelphia, who's sitting in like some, like some Griffin woman with like the really big like stereotypical glasses of like a 60s, secretary, and she's got like a cigarette and a beauty mark and all that, and she's like, "Okay, Mr. Red Eye, we've got the numbers from Slave Production this week." "Thank you, Miss Slaughter. You're indispensable to the unity." Yeah, sir. Just keep them payouts coming. It should be fine. Oh, God. Yeah, it's like Slaughter. That almost sounds like too on the nose for a character, but apparently not. Like, how has this not been pointed out more yet? Like, I feel like every other channel should be like, FTC Commissioner Mrs. Slaughter talks about fucking slaughtering all of your YouTube channels. Oh, that's right. There's the Doc Slaughter. That's right. The one at the end who does the cybernetics, isn't it? Bleach and cow shit. Yeah, that's what this platform is going to be at the end. Yeah, the bleach all over the kids section, bleach all over the edgy adult section, and then everything in the middle is cow shit and other things that teenagers would laugh at. Yeah, we have the army has showed up in the chat. Oh my god. It's not my fault. I blame James. He's a foreign national. It's all his fault. You can capture him next year when we're at BabsCon. Find him then. Oh man, it wasn't me. I swear, I'm a good boy. I'm a good citizen. Which is why I have to ask why mustard gas is not in Fallout when there are Brahmin and Abraxo everywhere. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of an oversight of Fallout. They could have put a lot more chemical weapons, to be honest. Like, like I made, we made the joke in the storyline in like the Ice Mare, but the reality is, if you want to get down to it, there's a lot of horrible chemical and biological weapons you can make with like really regular stuff, I mean, look how common it is for the Middle East to make sarin gas, which is horrible. What do they call that again? It's the poor man's neutron bomb, because what it does is it just wipes out all of the, I think it's higher order mammals, I want to say. I think it's all mammals with a certain kind of like vertebrate or nerve infrastructure. It just kills them all, but you still got your grass and your insects and lower order stuff, and 4 or 5 days the sarin neutralizes, and you got yourself a brand new city to roll tanks into. Ugh. Oh, sweet. Thank you, Army in the chat. Yes, we also have styrofoam and napalm in the chat. It's like an anarchist cookbook out there. I mean, that was one of the first, interesting documents leaked on the internet in like the mid-90s. So pretty much everyone can find that if they really want to. Yeah, could you imagine if every single dead cow turned into a chemical bomb? Like, so there's a lot of cows out there. I don't know if you understand. There's a lot of cows and chickens and like goats and pigs. Any kind of domesticatable or husbandable. What would the right word be? Husbandable? I don't know. Large fauna. That's the key, is the large fauna. It's like, that's a civilization multiplier if you got yourselves lots of goats and chickens and stuff. Which is why it was hard for the Americas, which really only had like llamas and alpacas. Because all the big animals were really hard to corral. You had your buffalo and stuff, and you had to just keep chasing them, because you're not putting buffalo in a pen. Yeah, they say that. The treaties on chemical weapons doesn't change the fact that you've got smallpox repositories in Moscow and in America. Oof, I was just reading through the I was just reading through the history of smallpox the other day too, and it's like, holy fuck. If this ever came back again, like, it could do real damage. I'm not sure how many people still get the smallpox vaccine. I mean, they have them available and they can make them supposedly if need be, but like, I don't know, unless you're in the military, like, I don't know if you get the smallpox vaccine. I don't know if I ever got it. I know I've gotten polio, and I recently had to get a tetanus because I cut myself on a nail putting up stupid Christmas decorations, so I'm all good on tetanus now. But yeah, I don't know about smallpox. That'd be fun to find out, wouldn't it? That was literally one of the whole starting ideas for the Ice Mare is I cannot believe one of the 2 places in the whole fucking world that we store smallpox is in Atlanta, the CDC center in Atlanta, which happens to host the largest airport in the world, Hartford-Jackson, which only has like a fuck ton of connection flights to every fuck ton place in the world. I mean, in like one day, you could take smallpox to 6 continents if you drive downtown. If you can get through I-95 traffic for half an hour, there you go. You've instantly spread smallpox to the entire world, including Russia, ironically. So then they don't even have to crack open their lab. There are treaties, but terrorists don't listen to them. See, that you say that like the standing governments listen to them. Wait, there are smallpox vaccines. Yeah, theoretically, I think that's one of the reasons both governments say they maintain smallpox supplies is so that they can synthesize vaccines really easily. And my understanding is they keep a good number of them ready-made, A, for like soldiers and stuff, and B, in case of some kind of crazy breakout pandemic incident. Oh shoot. Yeah. Rip condolences for lost soldiers. Yeah, I have heard that too. My mom got the smallpox vaccine in the Navy, and she said that's one you feel for a little while. Yeah, the tetanus kind of hurt, but I didn't really feel it too much because I've had a lot of freaking back and neck problems this year, so that's been fun. This is it's like what show was that where it's like, oh, I'll make you forget the pain, and he like snaps your finger. Oh shoot, what show was that? I feel like it was a movie or TV show. Anyway, it was funny. Yeah, so yeah, so I guess everyone's still in the wait and see. Like the YouTube thing exploded, of course, because every single YouTube creator got a notice in the mail. And even better is a lot of other people who are like, no, wait a second, I'm international, so I'm like, how is the American FTC going to fine me and Malaysia or Japan or whatever for their trade nonsense? If Google is in the US, okay, but the Googs are saying that it's not our problem, just between you and the government. It's like, now that would be actually really funny and effective if they just find Google. It would still shit up the website, but it's like, at least you're like, yeah, Google has money to spare. The average creator does this. I mean, if you're even trying to live off of YouTube, which I'm not, because I know that's impossible, for me anyway. Like, that's everything. That's like every penny counts for your next paycheck, for your next water bill or whatever, for your next gas bill if it goes up by $1 like California does every other month. Nervous horse sweating. Yes. Horses sweat, right? I had to think for a minute. I'm like, wait, do horses sweat? It's like, yes, of course they do. It's dogs that don't sweat. They pant with their mouth, but horses don't pant through their mouth. That would be ridiculous. That's then like those creepy meme images from like a month ago where it shows the horses with like dog mouths, and there's like a bulldog, and then one of them was like a Labrador with a giant open mouth and big tongue. Like, ugh, that was unsettling. Heck, we get shots that not even the drug control center knows about, lol. Yeah, Yeah, that's the morphine, my dudes. Or no, not the morphine. What was that joke? Methamphetamines, that was it. Especially in World War II when they were just like developing synthetic amphetamines, like every other army had it for like an emergency supply. Like the Germans, they had their crystal, their Blitz crystal. And then there was a story about some Finnish army guy who he had to go through his emergency amphetamine supply to get out of the snow because the fucking winter war was crazy. What happened? I know there was a thing with terms and conditions. Yeah, you're gonna want to wind this back at the end of the stream. We've been, I think we covered the bulk of the issue with that PC Gamer article. So thank you, Mr. Tyler Wilde, for explaining that for us. I don't think I'm missing anything. I know. I know there's been a lot of articles discussing the details and the what's going to happen kind of things, but it sounds like it's all mostly speculation. This article basically has the meat of the information as I've heard it disseminated as well. Yeah, of course. Then all the commentaries are like, yeah, this is we're gonna protect the chillins. Yeah, you do that. You protect them chillins, just like you're so good at in every other instance in the world. Let me see if I can find the link. I might have already closed it. Okay. YouTube FTC. Here we go. Yeah, with the horrible baby shark thing at the beginning. There we go. Is this guy saying he actually got fined? Have we found someone?
Stay, kids.
Oh God,
we're all good.
Let me put on closed captions. I haven't seen this. This is brand new. This is 8 hours ago, apparently. This guy, Tear of Grace, saying the title of the video is "I said cool and got fined $42,000 by Copa." Oh shoot, I'm sorry. I just noticed a super chat from Sketchy Rivet. $2 from Sketchy Rivet. Look up and see how easy mustard gas is to make. I'm very sorry I missed that. I was enraptured by the yet another blow to the utility of YouTube. Thank you, Sketchy Rivet. We appreciate that. Oh yeah, Patriots Cookbook. That's right. Oh, it's very patriotic. You gotta rocket your own red glares out there. Yes, it does. PB&J. Alien Cancer. Oh gosh, I hope so. Alien Cancer would be sweet. Yes, horse's sweat, all equine sweat is more like an oily salt water. I love how someone had to find that out at one point. Who was the first person to lick a horse and be like, oh, so that's what their sweat tastes like? If they sweat too much, it can cake up and turn white. Oh, that's just... if that happens to a horse, it usually means death. Oh, shit, really? Dang, that's intense. Yeah, okay. Sweat to death. That's pretty that's pretty extreme. Yeah, so almost every YouTuber is making a video about this now, so I guess I'm riding that sweet algorithm train by doing this, but I didn't actually put it in Copa in any of the descriptions. I just put my silly Seapony pun, so we're not, we're not that smart to milk money off of an issue like this. Yeah, plus I just thought, okay, shooting fish in the barrel, what is the horse equivalent of that? I'm like, oh, it's Seaponies. And I'm like, oh no, Silver Stream. And so we've got this. Yes, horse liquor, best job ever. I guess it depends on where you're supposed to lick them. If I have to ask, would Fallout Equestria gaming streams be affected? That is a good question. Who freaking knows? I don't think anyone knows anything about this yet. That's that's part of the problem, is just like literally everything YouTube does when it makes a change to the website is like it's the fucking it's Genesis. It's fucking land of confusion until stuff actually starts happening, until channels just start getting blacked out. Gosh, it's so stupid, man. It's like, I know it's free or whatever, but I know they still make a ton of money off of us by us using the platform, so they could at least communicate changes a little bit easier for everyone. Look out, Equestria. We got people working for Horse Liquor Inc. Now I'm picturing each pony has their flavor. Not like that. You stop it. Not like that. But Rarity being the marshmallow, or Rainbow Dash being fucking blue raspberry or something. Pinkie Pie cotton candy. Applejack apples. The real question is, what kind of apples would each of them be like? It's like Big Mac, that's easy. A Macintosh apple. A Granny Smith, easy. Apple Bloom and AJ, not as easy. So it's like, what do you have? You have like Pink Lady. Neither of them are pink though. You've got Gala. Oh, there you go. Gala apples. That would probably be Applejack, because that was one of her premiere season 1 moments, is trying to sell her little apples at the Grand Galloping Gala. It was the best night ever. What would Apple Bloom be? What are like yellow apples? Varieties of apple. Oh, Golden Delicious. There you go. Apple Bloom would be Golden Delicious. Applejack could be a Gala apple. Then we got Fuji's, Ambrosia's, Brayburns, Ginger Gold, Northern Spy. This is Spy versus Spy. Empire apples. That's fucking Harvest Orange right there. Opal apples. That's redundant. Golden Russet. I thought that was a potato. I Dared. Akira apples. That would be extreme. Arkansas black apples. Oof. You could take that a few places. That'd be that would be fun for a parody episode. Cosmic Strip apples, Rome apples, orange Pippin apples. Oh, an orange apple. That could be Babseed. There you go. That's perfect. Babseed is Cox's orange Pippin apple. Damn, there's a lot of varieties of apple. I didn't realize this. Yeah, Fuji apples are okay. My personal favorite have been Pink Ladies in the last couple of years. Our family bought a lot of Fuji's growing up, but Pink Ladies, I feel like they're a good sweetness, and I don't know, at least the Pink Ladies around here, Northern California, are really good, so I like those. Oh, $5 from Sketchy Rivet. No, all stallions would probably be salty, but the mares would be flavor. Likely depends. Yeah, it depends on how much pineapples each of them eats. Yeah, I mean, who wants to lick the male apples? That's gross. No one needs to do that. Or the stallions. Did we cover all the main 6? What other characters are there? Fluttershy. Ugh, God no. Fluttershy would taste like manure. Just surrounded by animals all day, all the time. Just like, ugh, disgusting. Either that or something like really soft, like fucking lavender or something. From a high of MedX Sketchy Rivet. Thank you, Sketchy Rivet. Yeah, not to be racist, but Racist Barn. Racist Barn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look, it's our cousin, Arkansas Black Apple. Howdy, y'all. Oh, God. Oh, if only we could go back in time and hand that joke to friendship is witchcraft or something. That that could be a fun little bit. Um, I'm currently writing a character that gets shot a lot but lives. That sounds exciting. It's like Little Pip catching more bullets than orgasms. Lady Alice apples. There you go. That's right. Yeah, someone fax this joke to DWK ASAP. I think he has a Z word pass, so we should be good. Oh my gosh. What were we talking about? We talked about the most recent, it's like the Predator arm meme where you've got what's his name and Schwarzenegger on each side, and one side is FCC and one side is Google, and in the middle of their hands is screwing the consumer. It's screwing the average everyday creator. So we've covered that, I think exceptionally well. I think it was a good rant to start off with. Okay, what other character flavors could we speculate on? What other characters are there? Soren. What does Soren taste like? It's just like, Spitfire. I'm sorry, not Soren. Spitfire. Spitfire, I immediately think of a barbecue place I've been to called the Spitfire Grill. So now in my mind, I'm having that Soren tastes like fucking, Texas-style barbecue sauce. Celestia is cake. It's too easy. Cake. That's perfect. Yeah, that was an interesting push too, right? Like 10 years ago, where like cake flavoring got into like everything. Everything had like a cake batter flavor. That's pretty exciting. DWK is worried about the YouTubes. Yeah, I'm worried too. They can't kill his channel until he finishes all the movies and the Equestria Girls things and all of the seasons 9s and stuff. And season 8. I don't know if he finished season 8. So we need the full DWK discography before they destroy us. Rainbow Dash of Skittles. Yeah, that's probably acceptable. If you look the main, I think the main body is just blue raspberry. All in an hour period. Oh, yeah, taste the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. It tastes unwashed. Rainbow Dash, when was the last time you showered? I don't need a shower. So, Luna. Oh, what would Luna taste like? That's what's a good Luna flavor? Dark chocolate. No, maybe no. It's gotta be something blue. It's gotta be something blue. Blue and also like tart. Blueberries aren't tart enough, otherwise I'd say those. Maybe like a boysenberry or something like that. I recently read about the history of boysenberry, which was pretty neat. There you go, moon pies. Luna tastes like moon pies. Especially if you want a moon pie. Ha ha ha. I will personally fight the FCC to the death and if they kill off DWK. Yes. Roy Mustang has returned. Welcome, Roy. That's right, extra creamy. We all know what DWK tastes like. It's fucking salvia. Salvia and CBD oil. Yeah, Pinky would be overly sweet, of course. It's like the cotton candy at the very bottom of the machine of the state fair, where it's like the clown behind the counter didn't stir it really, so it's just caked sugar together. Here you go, kid. Blows a cigarette in your face. Yeah, moon pies are my weakness too. Depression and alcoholism. What would Twilight taste like? Books. Fucking books. It's like opening your math book and licking a page. Oh man. I mean, if you want to get like normal, you could say like grape. She's grape horse. Actually, no. You know what's a good boysenberry? Fucking Tempest Shadow. Fizzleberry, Fizzlepop Berry Twist. The berry is boysenberry. Perfect. Has Skybolt played Death Stranding yet? Skybolt doesn't have a PlayStation 4, so that's a problem. Although I have heard that it is coming to Master Race sometime next year, so I am considering getting it, because I've always wanted for a long, long time a video game with a very, very heady, intelligent backstory to why I must transport cum across a wasteland. If I can't get a jar of Pony Cum Jar Project without the horse and transport that across a vast mythical wasteland, what is even the point in life? Yeah, that was one thing I heard, was that there's a mission where where the package that you're transporting is the freshly tapped liquid from someone else's package, as well as some eggs. You gotta restore the human race or something. Just don't mix them on the way. You gotta keep them separate till they reach their final destination. Although I have been watching some lore videos, and I do like the concept, the lore behind the Death Stranding and the beach being a metaphor for like personal purgatory and stuff like that. It's a very neat set of story concepts. I mean, that is one thing that obviously Kojima's always been good about. So as far as gameplay, who knows? We'll see. But yeah. Rarity would probably taste like a bland taste due to the chemicals of the dressmaking. Yeah, Rarity tastes like marshmallows and arsenic. Oh, that sounds like a great fanfic concept. Is Rarity gets the arsenic heavy metal poisoning from hats? Like she's like the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland? Oh, that sounds like a fucking great story, actually. Like a short story. And all the girls are trying to figure out what the hell is wrong with her. And she's like, nothing, darling. My hats have never been straighter. My dresses have never been so lustrous. And then Twilight finds like the industrial drum of like, arsenic oxide or whatever. The greens, darling. The greens which bring out my mane so well. Oh, man. Early chemical experimentation was fucking wild. Turn of the century, Victorian times. And then you have things like radium, raw radium that people used for any kind of glow-in-the-dark substance they wanted. Just smear that shit on your lips. You're gonna irradiate this evening and then get cancer. As I discussed, my theory is DWK would taste like salvia and, what was the other joke? Salvia and CBD oil. Mercury. There you go. Starlight would taste like moon pies. No, what would Starlight taste like? Starlight would taste like Trixie. Ha ha ha. No, she's like purple with like greenish highlights. So, what's like a good like joke or meme candy that we could associate her with? I don't know, like a Jawbreaker? I don't know. What's purple like that? I haven't really had like candy like that in a while. It tastes like the grape Airheads. I don't know. Because she's out of control. A cheap lollipop. Aww. Moldy blueberries. Yeah. Trixie would probably taste like alcohol. What's a blueberry like variety of alcohol? Blueberry alcohol. I say that as the most virgin of virgin of dry peeps. Blueberry liqueur. That's boring. Is there not a more clever name of like blueberry flavored drink? Oh, here we go. Trixie would be White Claw. Blueberry White Claw hard seltzer. or Smirnoff blueberry vodka. There you go. Moonshine. There you go. We even got the pun in there. Moonshine. Luna Moonshine. um Did Skybalt watch Rooster Teeth Extra Life? No, I did not. I do not. I didn't even rewatch Hours, which is not even half as long as their Extra Life. No, those things are way too long for me. I've never had the you get a diminished returns too. Like if you check in on them and you listen for a while, that's fine, but going back through a stream at the end, like you feel them losing things to talk about and losing things to do over the course of the dead of the night. It gets boring after a while. I mean, it got boring for us. Like, my voice died, and Vermont had already, like, not really planned it at all, so it was lucky that I showed up for the stream, so that was fun. Now I'm picturing an Appalachian Luna. Oh my god. The banjos have been doubled! Ding, 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 ding. Oh gosh, dueling banjos appears, and Appalachian Luna takes away your children of the night. She'll deliver them to the great beyond. Sunset Shimmer would be the Orange 4 Loco. Yes. Orange flavored 4 Loco. That's perfect. Berry Punch would taste like a very pretentious, like, Napa Valley wine connoisseur. Like, oh, this is the what's one of those counties? This is the Sonoma Select finest wines made of Concord grapes mixed with some other variety. That would be Berry Punch. Vinyl would be like sweet cream and LSD. Yeah. Vinyl Scratch is like a blueberry flavored LSD strip that you put on your tongue. Octavia would obviously have to be something British, but also fancy. How about Guinness? Something, a fancy British, like, liqueur or brandy or whiskey or something. What's even worse is shipping Lina with Celestia? Do you mean Loira? Oh my god, that's a weird sounding ship. I've never even considered that. Loira and Celestia? That's weird. I can't even fathom how that would play out. It's throwing me off. English Scotty or Scottavia. Scottavia. That's great. Corey like Earl Grey. There you go. She can be Earl Grey. Orange 4 Loco is the best flavor. Perfect, because that's the best pony. Love our Sunny Shims. Celestia would taste like a banana milkshake. I don't know. I was trying to come up with a good pun for, like, mimosa. Like, I don't know. One of them can be a mimosa. How did they all become drinks? Originally, they were like, thinly veiled euphemism puns, but now they're all liquors. Discord would taste like shrooms and LSD. Yeah, Discord would be pure psilocybin. Just flip the fudge out and start hallucinating everywhere. That's Irish. Okay. I meant Luna and Celestia. Now that is an old ship, but it's definitely one that's existed in a lot of forms. With Appalachian Luna. What would that crossover be? Would that be like Odd Couple? Like Appalachian Luna and like what? Snooty New Englander Celestia? That would be interesting. The Beverly Hillbillies. I think Genesis with coffee and Irish alcohol dream cream would be Octi. I'll take your word for it. I don't know what Genesis is aside from a Phil Collins band. Discord would also taste like bath. There you go. Discord is bath salts. Sweet Home Alabama. That's Pinky's family. Pinky's family can all be the the thinly veiled incest stereotypes. At least Marble Pie. Once they started talking about like, hey, what if we're probably cousins? And then they introduce like the potential romance between Marble Pie and Big Mac. I was like, no, danger zone, back away from the cousin. No, that was something else. I can't believe they did that after the fact. I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Is this like this is like treading so close to the line of what's like, of what's funny. But they pulled it off, and they backed off just in time. Just in time, Big Mac found himself a much, less incestuous hookup. At least they're not Habsburg in it. What are you saying about the Habsburgs? Just because my chin goes out further than my forehead doesn't mean anything. We are the divine right of kings. Yeah, I don't know. Every once in a while, you see you see some of the old-fashioned takes on Habsburgs and like the Holy Roman Empire and stuff, and you're like, bro, it's surprising it lasted as long as it did. Let's all be honest here. Alabama Luna would fit with the incest. That's true. Lime could be a Mexican beer. Oh, yeah, there you go. Lyra could be a tequila. Lyra tequila or something. Or no, what is the lime-flavored alcohol? Would that be, yeah, you could put the limes in tequila. You put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up. Anyone here playing Modern Warfare? No, I played Modern Warfare 10 years ago, and that was enough. I was always a Black Ops kind of guy, but even then, it was just the first one. It was just a phase. Like I like my vegetative wasteland stories where I can soak into a couch and play through New Vegas for the 7th time. Which is part of the reason I do want to get more games. Like I do want to get. Here's my problem: is I am interested in the Outer Worlds. I haven't seen a lot of waifu distribution. That's kind of bothering me. Like, as soon as Fallout 4 came out, I was already hearing the good tidings of Kyori. I'm not hearing a lot of, standing waifus in the Outer Worlds, which has me slightly depressed. So hopefully there are some, and they're just not getting talked about as widely. Cyberpunk, obviously, we already know our husbando, which is John Wick, which is Keanu Reeves. So we already are good with the universal waifu in Cyberpunk, but Outer Worlds, they got to get the word out a little bit louder, in my opinion. Oh my gosh. A Black Ops 2 remake is probably not gonna come if you do that, but okay. Visible concern. Big Mac is a good old PBR. Big Mac isn't Big Mac isn't pretentious enough to be PBR. Babseed would be a PBR. The very first lady character is waifu. Or do you mean like first lady of the outer world of like the planet? You will have to explain more. All I know about the Outer Worlds is that there's some moon guy that looks like the moon from the 1920s movie, and it's like in the outer worlds. It's in the most outer worlds, you guys. Outer Worlds companion, the first lady. Okay. Kieran's would taste like different beers depending on the shade of the fur. Kieran's would all just be different versions of the Kieran beer, right? How many versions of that are there? Kirin Ichiban Products. Let's see what varieties they have. Date of birth. Oh, give me a fucking break. Okay, random dates. 1968. Brazil. Come to Brazil. No, United States. Come on. Just tell me what kind of beer you have. Okay, here we go. Kirin Ichiban Premium. Smooth and rich flavor. Kirin Ichiban Kuronama. A dark beer with a smooth texture and rich creamy foam. So the traditional, that can be our the main girl. What's her name? Autumn Breeze. The Kuronama, the dark one, that could be the tall lady, or the brown one that does like the wavy arms. She could be that. And then there's the Kirin Ichiban Toretate Hop. So a seasonal beer of famous Toretate hops. So maybe that one could be the big lady. It's a crisp and luxuriant aroma. Yeah, so that can be the tall pony. Yes, I forgot all their names. I'm sorry. Kirin's would taste like Fireball since they're spicy. There you go. They can be Kirin beer mixed with a fucking Fireball whiskey. Don't forget the licking ponies job. Yeah, this has been quite the chain of thought. Shoot, all this talk of licking ponies has steamed up my room. Let me go put on the air. Give me 30 seconds. Come up with more questions on the next topic you'd like us to discuss. Okay, I'm back. Had to lick a pony. You know what we haven't even talked about? What would the ponies in Fallout Equestria taste like? I feel like there's a potential discussion there. I mean, we start with Little Pip, and we all know the answer to that, right? It's fucking party time Mentals. Zebras. Yeah, what do zebras taste like? What's a good pun for that? Or a joke candy. I can't think of a good joke for that. That's not too offensive. The changelings would be all the drinks in the world mixed into one. The changelings are like when you go to a soda fountain in the 90s and you mix all the sodas together into a suicide or whatever. That's what the changelings taste like. Mixing all the sodas together at a soda fountain. Blackjack is whiskey. Yes, that's all too easy. Yeah, that's right. Changelings would taste like insects, wouldn't they? Oh my god. I bless the rains. Yeah. It's like an African plant or food we could relate that to. We're trotting delicately over that subject. Well, no, we couldn't ask Vermont either, because he's not. Fuck, I can't think of anything right now. I'm just looking at this Kirin Ichiban beer now. And I'm just thinking about how much better the packaging would be if they had the MLP Kirins on there. Oh, black licorice. There you go. Can we talk about the newest Rick and Morty? I haven't watched it, actually. I didn't even finish season 3, to be honest. So you're welcome to like mention it, but I haven't watched it, so I wouldn't know what to say. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got after the Pickle Rick. I had to walk away, man. I had to go away for a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. I did watch up until I think it was the Morty election episode where evil Morty became the new president. I think that was the last one I saw. The new episodes are amazing. Oh, there you go. What would homage taste like? Let's see here. So she's got the radio theme, but she's like silver and blue. Silver and blue. She would taste like Little Pip. No, it would be, oh, what's a good one for homage? Maybe something spacey, right? Because she gets the magic, the zebra weapon from Joke Blue. Yeah. The real question is, how would the ponies react to a bunch of Anons running around licking them? You see, it's a fanfic just waiting to happen. A perfect fanfic that we could read on an episode of What the Fic. I have to be honest, I was glad I was able to Shanghai the live stream show to do some What the Fics. That was a lot of fun. I have no idea what the audio quality came out as. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to even re-listen to it. If it's decent, if I can maybe manipulate it, I will try to like post some clip stories, because I remember we read some fun ones in there, but I think it got lost in the noise, to be honest. What would Loira taste like? Yeah, I would probably say something lime flavored, or mint, like a mint julep maybe. Or yeah, maybe a mint julep. Zebra stew would taste like sweet tea and barbecue. Oh my gosh. It's really good barbecue though. And Little Pip would taste like toasted marshmallows. Oh yeah, toaster. We could have had more toaster puns for Little Pip. Yeah, like literal marshmallows put in a literal toaster that kind of melt into the bottom, but you're on Party Time Mental, so you don't care. The chems of our ancestors. Yeah, steel hooves taste like radium. Fresh balefire and pink cloud, I guess. Calamity could be a more normal one. He could be like just like a hard cider or something. I put a s'more in a toaster once. Oh no. Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, I remember one time I put from a Chinese food place by our house when I was growing up. I wasn't that old. I was like, it's pre 9/11. I think I was 8 or 9. Anyways, I put foil wrapped chicken in the microwave, and after like the lightning started erupting from the foil, then I learned something new that day. Luckily, I didn't destroy the microwave, but yeah, I learned I learned something new about metal and microwave ovens. What does Velvet Remedy taste like? I was trying to think of a ketchup and mustard joke because of the stripes in her mane, but I'm too dulled to think of one. Bat pony and sometimes a shark pony. There you go. So you taste like mangoes. What does Velvet Remedy taste like? You've got like a charcoal body and then white like mane and tail. So those are like dollops of whipped cream or ice cream. So maybe like a chocolate torte or mousse. There you go. When I was a kid, I put a D battery in the microwave. Well, yeah, how else are you supposed to recharge it? You just put, when your batteries are empty, you throw them all in the microwave and put it to 5 minutes. Oh my gosh, the door blew off? Oh, fudge. That's intense. Yeah, microwaves are very dangerous if you're not, if you're experimenting with them. I always remember in, was it Gremlins 1 or 2, when they throw an entire gremlin into the microwave and it spins around and then pops. It's so good. Little Pip wants the moose pone. Yes, she does. That's what makes them fun, though. You guys will have to be more specific what you're talking about, because I have it on ultra low latency, but I can tell there's still some kind of delay on the comment section. So I'm doing my best. I'm trying to be introactive. Okay, so so we've. I guess we pivoted from what the ponies taste like to what their target alcohol is. So, circling back to the main 6 again, what are the alcohols associated with each of them? We got, what, Big Mac PBR, Applejack would be like, hard cider, Angry Orchard hard cider. Pinky would be the, she would be a Four Loko also. yeah, because her and Sunset have a weird kinship with each other in the most recent Equestria Girls episode. So Sunset could be the orange Four Loko, and Pinky could be the fucking birthday cake, whatever flavor Four Loko. Sky, did you watch the new Ruby? I've seen the new premiere, the first episode. I have not seen the most recent episodes. I don't know how many new ones there are. I was out of town last weekend, so that threw me off. But it was an interesting new episode. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited that obvious character return was indeed obvious, and I'm looking forward to more of that. Some characters sounded a little different, to be expected, but I think they got close enough. So people get used to that. Recasting sucks. How far can we talk about Skachu? I don't know what a Skachu is. Is that one of the new Galar Pokemons? One of the new British Pokemons? So is Game Freak okay? Because I see a lot of people on the internet are not very happy with the Pokemon company right now. They're saying that the quality has dropped in the British Pokemon game. Are there jokes to be made there, or is it just people being extra salty for whatever reason? Birthday cake Four Loko did to me. Oh my gosh. yeah. All I remember of Four Loko was when it was banned. Before then, it was just a meme drink, like the new one being this hard seltzer or whatever, the White Claw. Now White Claw is the new, default hipster drink. So great. It's all so great. Varieties of apple. I wonder what Fwizzy would taste like. Something French for sure. Something French and very sweet. So, yeah, I feel like Chrysanthemum wouldn't even be an alcohol. He would be like tea or something. Very, very, very strict parenting. He would just be focusing on his chartological graphs and stuff, and drinking black tea. Can't believe I puked on my ceiling after Four Lokos. Diamondback would be one of the drinks he describes, probably. Fucking combine a bunch of Everclear and vodka and various drugs together. Just throw in some menthols and some other stuff, and you just make it as hard as possible until you might die. But then you don't, because you're a dragon. Still, one of my favorite jokes with Amberhorn was the otherwise it could have been named Banana Sweets or something. So what is a banana flavored alcohol? 99 bananas liqueur. Okay. Banana beer. Fermenting bananas. I didn't know you could actually make fermented bananas into an actual banana wine. Wine might be too fancy. I think wine is too fancy for our Amberhorn. Alcohol from bananas. Oh, it's talking about biofuel. There you go. She's not even normal alcohol. She's a biofuel alcohol made from bananas. Oh, there you go. Banana rum. That's fun enough. My mixed drinks equals alcohol poisoning and immediate death. Yeah, I think that's why they legalized them, right? They just like totally killed the Four Loko brand name because people were going a little bit one too many locos with them. Rum and Coke is the best. I will take your word for it. Yeah, so that's always fun. Green Shift isn't even alcohol anymore. He's just vinegar. He's been sitting in that still way too long. It's like vinegar with a drop of strontium 90. Oh gosh. Yeah. Gastronome cocktails. Cavendish. Oh, now I'm just looking at varieties of banana. Yeah, bananas are weird, man. It's like a hybrid kind of fruit of a bunch of different other fruits. Alcohol is real disgusting, though. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying all this like third hand myself because I don't drink mainly because I have too many horrible alcoholics in my family, and I don't know what percentage of violent alcoholism could be genetic, but I'm not going to roll those dice. I have too many vices as it is. So I've exchanged alcohol for red meat. I will devote all my potential love of alcohol into more red meats. Like, I've been wanting to get ribeyes for a while now, but I've been too busy buying Christmas presents for my stupid family. So too busy getting those. But Thanksgiving is coming, and then like that lull in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, maybe then I'll get some ribeyes. That sounds pretty good right now. Corn whiskey strong enough to start a car. I mean, that's all ethanol biofuel is, right? You just grow some corn and throw it in the shredder, and you get your biodiesel on the other side. Oh, here we go. Poll: does water have taste or not? I think the technical science is that some animals can taste water, like dogs, but humans can only taste the impurities and minerals in water. How about a question is, what is your favorite brand of water, like bottled water? Yeah, no, everything aside of like using metal bottles or filters or whatever. If you have to buy a brand of bottled water and you have a whole shelf to choose from, which one do you choose? Because for me, I think my number one would be Aquafina. I feel like for whatever reason, Aquafina is like the best tasting water. Second after that, I would probably put Smart Water because that's the one I'd always get on flights, like airline flights. And then third of after that would probably be the Fiji meme water. That's pretty good too. And what one do you hate the most? Because at the very bottom for me is what's it called? Arrowhead, the mountain water. Ugh, I don't know what it is about Arrowhead. It tastes like backwash. It tastes like some kind of weird, like tap water from a tap that you really shouldn't be tapping for water. Yeah, Flint, Michigan water. It tastes like brain damage. Sure does. I need to hit the hay for the extra medics and stuff. Okay, thank you, Sketchy Rivet, for contributing to the podcast. We appreciate your donations. We'll probably go until 2 hours, like a conventional BananaCast, because it's been a while, and I feel like a full exciting show is nice for everyone. And yeah, I just hadn't done one of these in a while, just by myself. So it's kind of fun just to do a little solo ranting. Yeah, so there you go. This rate your waters, Mio gang. Thank you, Roy Mustang. Don't be one of those basic water. It's like the Chad Virgin meme. On one side, Virgin drinks regular water. On the other side, Chad, Mio flavored water. All the same benefits as water, but it has Chad flavoring and it has based electrolytes that plants crave. Orange vanilla is top, Chad. I gotta say, whenever I'm at like a restaurant with one of those like super duper Coke machines that has all the flavor like combos and whatever, I like mixing the orange flavored Coke and the vanilla flavored Coke. And then maybe like a lime or whatever. I know it's still mixing flavors, but essentially I try to get a good balance of lime, vanilla, and orange. Because in case you didn't know, in the original Coca-Cola recipe, lime bitters and vanilla were major ingredients. So that's why when you get lime or vanilla Coke, they work so well, because they're natural extensions of the core formula. Just with, specialties. In the Army, we added salt to our water. I'm not sure if you're supposed to do that. Like, that sounds like the kind of thing Navy would say, wait, no. To do the opposite. You take the salt out of the water and then you drink it. And then you give the salt water to the Marines. We also mix milk and Coke in the Army. That sounds extreme. Milk and Coke. It's like, then you just add the rum in there too. Then you've got like a rum and Coke milkshake. Yeah, that sounds like it could be sour milk, but I don't know. One thing the military is actually good at, when it wants to be, is it can acquire a good food in like en masse. Like, at least in when I worked in the Navy, the galley deck kind of food that they served in port was always pretty good. It's like taking a school lunchroom up to the next level, with federal funding school lunchrooms. So whenever you had, your baked chicken night, it was the best baked chicken with all the, down home southern spices and everything. Yeah, college lunchrooms. There you go. Yeah, it's interesting. Life on a ship. I actually have a ring I got from another like sailor friend of mine to commemorate my time with working for the Navy, not in the Navy, but it's nice, a little bit of history. I still drink from a well fed from an underground river, and sometimes iron water from the hand well. They both taste amazing. Yeah, don't drink too much iron, but a little bit of iron is fine. You need a little bit of iron. Get a built-in McDonald's. Yeah, that's for sure. Every single base has a McDonald's, or, maybe if they want to be different, they'll have a Burger King, just to be that way. I know in my experience, at least, it seemed like the Air Force always had Burger Kings, the Navy always had McDonald's, and then the Army would, go 50-50. It's very limited experience, but that's sort of the impression that I got. We had to salt everything because we worked so much we would lose all our salts. Well, there you go. You needed the electrolytes that plants crave. The milk Coke is for calcium and energy. Milk Coke. Mystery meat and mystery gray sludge. Yeah, the Navy had gray sludge too, but it shouldn't be going into the galley deck. Let's put it that way. The mystery meat is probably dead sailors. The McDonald's on base burned down and we all wanted to die. No, take me with you. They just started serving breakfast all day. No. Yeah, when I was doing night shift, that McDonald's was a godsend. It was like, get on shift at 10 p.m. and you fill up on breakfast, quote unquote, right before the McDonald's closes. And that kind of gets you through most of the day. And then right at the end of your shift at 8 a.m. or whatever, then you get a real McDonald's breakfast and go home and go to bed. That was that kept you alive down in the bowels of the engine room and the warm fuzzy glow of the Westinghouse reactor. We used to get fuzzy milk, fizzy milk here in the UK, and it was nasty. What the hell is fizzy milk? They like take the cow and like shake it. Just like they put it on a, they put it on like one of those like shaking seat like movie theater rides, and the milk comes out pre-frosted. I gotta say, I still can't get over the milking alien scene from The Last Jedi. Like, every time I think of The Last Jedi, that is the first frame that comes to mind, is Mark Hamill squeezing one of the giant udder, like, breast udders of this alien creature and squeezing greenish blue milk at, like, a distance into his glass. And then just chugging that down until it's all over his beard. It's the weirdest fucking thing. It's like the opening to like the Star Wars porno or something. Like, what the fuck? I can't. That's all I can remember. I don't remember a lot of the other movie unless someone starts yelling about it. But I'm like, the first frame that comes to mind is always that damn milking scene. The weirdest damn thing. Normal Derpy would taste like muffins. There you go. Yeah, Gold Derpy would just be like muffins, but a bit radiated. I don't know, poppy seed muffins. That's right, you learn how to turn your MREs into gold. Went to Burger King and did the McGangbang with a spicy chicken and a bacon pretzel burger. It sounds amazing. Yeah, why would fast food be so cheap if you weren't supposed to combine them into monstrosities? Yeah. My buddy is former Air Force, and he still every once in a while has a craving and will go and like bulk buy MREs from like a surplus website or something. It's pretty great. He had one cabinet always on top of his fridge where he'd just store like excess MREs. It was fiery heaven. There you go. Yeah, that's literally what you have to do. You have to live on them. It's the meal ready to eat. All right, so about 13, 14 minutes left. Any last topics anyone would like to cover while we're still here? I think we've had an exciting podcast. I think we talked about some informative stuff. We talked about how Susan is killing all the poor Seaponies out there. She's taking a gun. The FTC shipped her a gun through back channels, and she is using that gun to shoot all the Seaponies in the face. That is what she's doing. Why would she do that? And then when she kills the Seaponies, she takes the jewel off of their chest and sells it for $42,000 back to the government. Wow, that is very American. Is talking a terrorist down by leveraging a pizza MRE. That sounds amazing. God bless the USA. A pizza or MRE sounds interesting anyway. Do they come like square? That's instantly what I imagine is like a square giant like Lunchables pizza, but you got your phosphorus heat source under it or whatever and quick bake it. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to you, Lacondrix, and to all of the liquid horses out there. For those of you celebrating, we hope you have a good spread for your turkey day, for your Scootaloo day. The best part is the terrorist accepted. That's pizza bringing everyone together. It's just like college all over again. Ham or turkey Thanksgiving. I come from very, very Midwestern family, so we always have a big turkey spread for Thanksgiving. We usually have 2 turkeys, to be honest, because that's the one time a year when like all the family are in town. So we usually have 2 turkeys, and so everyone can get as much dark and light meat as they like, with full cranberry sauce, stuffing from each bird, mashed potatoes, gravy, rolls, green bean casserole, sweet potato casserole. What am I missing? Oh, the pies, of course. Apple pies, Dutch apple with caramel pies, pumpkin pies, the Martinelli's flavored apple cider. Yeah, we have a very good Thanksgiving. That is one of the many benefits of coming from a Midwestern family. Oh, you still had to shoot him because he touched his RPG. So you got your MRE back. Sounds like the Zero Dark 30 sequel has already been made. That sounds amazing. Zero Dark 30 was actually a good movie. There are a few things they could have done better, I think. I kind of think they should have shown more of the dead body, to be honest, because I'm still a little mad that we haven't seen the actual dead body of Mr. Bin Lady, because it's like, come on, man. Like, come on, just show the goods. You know, I don't know. It's just dumb. I get the reasoning, but at the same time, I'm like, of all the leaked government documents, they couldn't have leaked those too, because that would at least be like kind of neat. It's like, you know, you can have a little bit of a celebration, like, woo, all right, that one worked out. This is 10 years later, but at least, you know, at least that worked out. Yeah, those are amazing as well. The bean burrito and breakfast MREs. Yeah, I remember someone saying they would like trade pieces of MREs. Like they would save like the M&Ms until they had a stockpile, and then trade those for like whole MREs, or trade the M&Ms for, you know, the Nutter Butters or things like that. And it just sounded like school lunchroom to me all over again. Which of course it is, because high school never ends. Whoa, whoa. High school never ends. It's all the same. It's it just goes on forever, and then you make pony videos and die. I think my favorite thing about BananaCast too is just the chance to edit the to edit these thumbnails. I really love some of the some of the subject themes in the BananaCast titles. The U.S. MREs are better than the British ones. What I feel like the British ones would have a different name, right? Like that's usually always a thing, is they have some other like screwy name for it. Like it would be like a weird cutesy name too. It's like the Melios, you know. You can't just call it a meal, comma, ready to eat, comma. It would be like, oh, the Her Majesty's Royal Melios. HMRMs. But yeah, I would assume that the US MREs are probably tastier. No offense to our friends across the pond, but it is a bit of a stereotype about British food, and is kind of funny. It's kind of funny if you think about it. One rule we had was to throw out the charms. If the rookies were found with a charm from their MRE, we would beat them up. What the fuck is a charm? What is like I'm picturing like a little bag of Lucky Charms that you get with your breakfast MRE. It's like, so do you just have like the NCO of your unit put on a fucking leprechaun hat and be like, I don't think so, recruit? Beat the shit out of them and take their Lucky Charms. Charms candy? What the fuck is a Charms candy? Alright, I'm Googling this. Charms candy MRE. What the fuck are these? Are they like chewable squares? It looks almost like medicine, to be honest. It looks like some kind of like you know, like medicine you give to children to kind of get them to eat it. Charms sour balls, Charms chuckles. This looks like the kind of candy that, like, the aliens from Killer Clowns from Outer Space would give you, and they were actually, like, sleeping cubes, and then they drag you onto their funhouse ship. It's hard candy? Oh, so you, like, suck on it? Is like sour warheads, but without the sour? Wouldn't that be a good crossover? Let's put some warheads in there. That's perfect. You know, a nice tart end of every good military meal. These are weird looking candies. I'm not gonna lie. These look like some kind of like cursed 1950s candies that like each contain the soul of a child. Is this like a candy where the company exclusively exists to mass bulk create candy for like militaries? Is that the kind of thing where it has one buyer and it's the government? And it's like, hey, we'll sell you this candy. It's 30 cents cheaper than normal candy, like Starburst or something. and then the cursed accountant in the Pentagon is like, let's do it. Oh, here we go. Of course, naturally, the Charms candy leads to bagged bulk cereal. For when you don't need any of that fancy Lucky Charms shit, we get our cereal in garbage bags with a small label on the front. Oh, that's fantastic. I remember it being a very bad omen for the day or something. They've been around since the 50s. Yeah, they have. They probably made them all in the 50s and they're just still emptying out their warehouse in like rural Arkansas or something. It's just a giant rows and rows of warehouses filled with these things. They're like, oh, fuck. Thought that would last longer. You guys had to invent nuclear weapons, didn't you? We thought we were going to have another 5 years of the Japanese land campaign, but no, you just had to nuke them twice. So now we've got enough charms for the next World War. It could happen any day now, any day. Speaking of which, didn't we just pass like a Hong Kong resolution? That's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good. I also saw something like that on a movie once. Yeah, isn't that basically the plot of Chucky, where it's like he dies and inhabits the doll, but candy is involved somehow. I remember that being a plot point. I'm happy to say that we now get Twinkies over here. There you go. Small improvements. I mean, yeah, Twinkies last forever too, so it's probably the same thing, right? It's just some warehouse, some warehouse in rural Indiana or whatever. They broke into the facade of an abandoned Wonder Bread factory and just found like, you know, pallets and pallets of Twinkies and like, oh shit. Call up Fort Bragg. We got all the MRE stuffing you could ever want now. Didn't they take Twinkies out of circulation for like 2 years and everyone got mad and they brought them back? Maybe they finally ran out of the warehouse Twinkies and like, oh fuck, we need to start producing them again. So they had to like dig out the plans for the assembly line from some like, you know, safety bank vault in their headquarters or something. I remember tasting the the Ghostbusters Twinkies were kind of good because the cream was like, I don't know, ghost flavored. It was like green. I don't know, it had some kind of interesting taste to it. And then there's like the custard Twinkies too are pretty good. I would almost say I like the custard Twinkies more than the regular. Now, not the lemon like cream, but like literally custard. So it's the same way with donuts. I usually prefer the custard filled donuts over the white cream. Oh, yes, they did, but then another company bought them and started producing them again. Yeah, that's right. The banana cream Twinkies, ironically, are not my favorites. I do like banana cream in some things, though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a banana fraud. You're a phony. Not banana phony. No, I do like banana cream in most things, in various forms of banana. Particularly, I'm a bit like they had those Elvis special edition Reese's cups with like the banana filling, because apparently he always liked peanut butter banana sandwiches or whatever. Those were really good. I haven't seen those in ages, but the banana cream Reese's were really good. Of course, they still have a bunch of home recipes online, but is this Amazon? Yeah, it looks like you can still kind of buy them on currently unavailable. So no, you can't. So make your own, plebs. Just buy some regular Reese's, buy some fucking bananas, and mix that shit together and make your own Dairy Queen Blizzard. There you go. But Bob's Burgers, though. Do you like Celestia's banana cream? I'm gonna be honest. If what you see coming out looks like banana cream, you might need to go to a doctor. I'm just saying that's not a consistency of something that should be coming out of even a magical horse. I would ask some questions first. I've grown to hate Family Guy. Oh, yeah, no. Family Guy is like The Simpsons, where it was good for only a specific early window of time. Like, Simpsons is only a 90s show. Everything after that doesn't exist. Simpsons died with the 90s. Even the movie was like a small glimmer of, like, it's like a nostalgia, like, remake, but that was it. Family Guy, I would say, after the Fox cancellation, after like the second cancellation, like in season 7 or whatever, that's when Family Guy, already Family Guy copied way too much from The Simpsons, but that was where it like crossed another prime meridian of like, like now it started copying bad Simpsons, and so then it was significantly worse. Bob's Burgers is okay, but if you want to talk about what's the guy's name? The main guy in Bob's Burgers. Archer's way better. That's all I'm trying to say, is Archer is one of my favorite, more modern animated shows. Although I haven't watched the last couple of seasons, so maybe I'm a hypocrite or whatever, but like the Vice season was one of the best. But then they went back to like the normal style Archer in season 6, and it didn't quite take. And so then they did Archer PI, which was interesting. But then I remember it having like a really weird non-conclusion, or like they didn't answer a question, or Archer died or something. And then that kind of pissed me off. So then I stopped paying attention to Archer for a while. So I know they've done other themed seasons, but I haven't actually tuned in for them. R.I.P. Archer. Oh, did it get canceled? Is it gone now? Let me Google Archer seasons. I gotta say, one of the saddest parts of Archer is the fact that they had to change the name of the company because of stupid fucking ISIS. So you couldn't have the International Secret Intelligence Society or whatever the fuck they called their ISIS. Oh, because of some real world, assholes that are, the English language term given to them. I have to respect the French. They tried to keep pushing the name Daesh or whatever to be insulting to them. A couple of people were pushing ISIL because that it was the Levant or whatever. But lowest common denominator, ISIS is just easier to say, and it's a more recognizable word. So immediately, 1,000 women named ISIS got caught in the crosshairs of the modern age, and now their name is most closely associated to horrible terrorist organization. Ugh. It's like, that just sucks, man. The old ISIS logos and everything were so cool. It was such a neat, it was a neat tongue-in-cheek thing to 1960s spycraft and stuff, so... yeah, Archer season 6 and 7 was the Figgis Agency. Oh my gosh. Was this the one with the PI? Or no? Yeah, season 7 was the Magnum PI season. And then Archer season 8 was Dreamland, which was what? What was the theme with this one? Oh, it was only 8 episodes? It's not even seasons anymore. They're like mini-series. Oh, it's like a Los Angeles noir. Okay. Then Danger Island, which was, I think that's South Pacific, right? Takes place in 1938, Pacific island of Mitumoto, based on the 80s television series Tales of the Golden Monkey. Okay. And then Archer Season 10, which was from this year. Damn, I haven't even been paying attention to any of this. Also known as Archer 1999. It is also the final season for Adam Reed as the full-time showrunner. Oh, yeah, then Archer is dead. Adam Reed is the whole fucking show. It's his baby, front to back. FXX announced that this season would see a change in time period once again, with this series taking place in space. Along with the change in time period, the network announced that the same voice cast will return as in previous seasons, and they will again be playing different interpretations of their characters. I do kind of like that with the Archer Vice. That was a good way to evolve the show in, like, you know, keep it fresh. So that they basically turned it into American Horror Story. This means that Archer, who was found shot in actress Veronica Dean's pool at the conclusion of season 7, will remain in a coma, and the event... Oh, is that the premise? Is that all of the Archer Magnum PI is him in a coma, and he's just imagining all these different versions of their lives? Oh, that's not bad. That's not a bad, like, framing device for these later seasons. The last episode title is Robert De Niro, so okay, it must have been fun. Yeah, I gotta go back through it. I gotta rewatch the Magnum PI season, and then these last couple, Dreamland, Danger Island in 1999. It does sound fun. I always loved Archer. It was a good show, but yeah, I tuned out. I felt a little bit nonplussed by that Magnum PI ending, Deadly Velvet Part 2, but anyway. Okay, we have crossed the 2-hour mark. Let's see what people are talking about. Any last subjects? I bet you I can give DWK a run for his money. Infantryman's curse and having mind-fucked unholy lands of what the actual fuck. Yeah, I'm guessing so. You got to be careful with what's put in the joke that I lost. Anyway. Have you heard of The Mandalorian on Disney Plus? Yes, that is another thing we could briefly talk about. Is it sounds like Disney finally figured out how to make a good Star Wars show, which is by giving control of the show to the guy who was already writing good Star Wars shows, namely Dave Filoni, who I believe is one of the main writers on The Mandalorian, which is... Yes, he should have been the Kevin Feige from the very beginning, because he knew what the fuck he was doing from the very beginning. That recycled Doctor Who tech, lol? Are they recycling Doctor Who props? That's fantastic. I love it. Yes, everyone knows about Baby Yoda. And I love the funny thing of everyone's like, guys, it's obviously not Yoda. And then everyone's like, yeah, we know it's not Yoda, but what the fuck else do you call it? We never found out what Yoda's species is. As far as we know, he's a one-of-a-kind lab experiment created by fucking Darth Plagueis or whatever. But no, obviously it's a species, so maybe it'll be something where Yoda's just like a very rare species, and so this baby being on this planet is like valuable, you know, $1 million baby or something. I'm supposed to be doing my homework, but I'm here. Oh, I'm sorry. We're kind of at the tail end of the show. However, it has been a very enjoyable episode. Please enjoy the first half of this episode where we rant nonstop about the new FTC policy and Commissioner Slaughter. So, anyway, yeah, from what I've heard, Mandalorian is good. I don't have Disney Plus yet, but I am looking into maybe swapping out like Hulu Plus for it or something, because I am curious on how the Mandalorian goes, and it seems like a neat premise. I mean, Mandalorians are neat. I mean, how can you screw that up? I still want my live action Obi-Wan Kenobi, Duchess Satine, Mandalorian War movies. That would be a great trilogy. I just want to see a brief period of happiness with with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Duchess Satine before, and then also have the movie version of the Clone Wars where she passes. Oh, it's such a good storyline. It feels so bad. The expanded universe is Legends was full of so much rich lore and good stories. It's like, oh man. Rippin' pepperonis, Duchess Satine. Press M in the chat for the dead Mandalorian princess. Oh yeah, that's right. That's why I've been waiting on Disney Plus, is because all the accounts are getting hacked. Disney Plus immediately forwarded everyone's account information to China to try to win positive, to try to keep The Rise of Skywalker in theaters a little while longer. Please do not remove it in the first week like with The Last Jedi. You cost us $1 billion in doing so, probably. Pretty please leave it in theaters. And the Chinese are going to be like, nope, and we're going to see what happens. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Yes, Celestia is holding the Glock with her cheeks. That is exactly what's happening. That the magic around the Glock is only for the sake of pulling the trigger and stability. But the grasp is firmly in the buttocks. That's right. South Park did have the best commentary on China. Well, it's one of those, like, you know, for lack of a better term, it's one of those red pills. As soon as you notice Chinese pandering in Hollywood movies, it's hard not to notice it anymore. Like the new Midway movie, which was a really good war movie, but then you have a very extended scene of Jimmy Doolittle and getting saved by the occupied Chinese nationals, which is, yes, it is a true story, and yes, it's a heartwarming scene, and it was a great period of camaraderie between the Chinese nationalists, not the CCP, but the Taiwanese, the Chinese. What was the name of it? That they saved the Americans. But, you know, that Chinese Hollywood funding in the movie that, you know, yeah. So it just kind of sucks. This is like, you can only get a good movie if the Chinese also want a good movie, and so they then fund it. So we're going to see what happens going forward. Because now that sort of the cat's out of the bag on that one, it's, people are going to have more visceral reactions to it. In other news, a movie that didn't make it to China, as far as I know, The Joker, crossed $1 billion. First R-rated movie to cross $1 billion, and did so on a budget of like $50 million. So that printed so much goddamn money and probably single-handedly pushed DC, you know, movie studios into the black for the next 3 years. You know, no more bleeding money like with Justice League and Batman v Superman. So of course they're making a Joker sequel. How the heck are they going to make a Joker sequel? Who fucking knows? But I am excited. I'm so excited because that means another however many years of freaking internet memes and headlines and all sorts of fun stuff talking about the Joker, which was just a remake of a movie from the 70s. It's just the king of comedy, but with DC characters squeezed in like a banana cream filling. And they made it this huge deal, like it was like the school shooter Mecha movie or whatever. It's like, come on, man. Like, there was more violence at Popeyes in the last month than there was at the Joker movie. That would be a shitty situation. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, aren't DC making the Red Sun movie, right? Has that come out yet? That was another one I was looking forward to because I haven't watched I haven't read the Red Sun storyline, so I'm still like, I'm still, you know, protected. I don't know what the spoilers are for that plot. So don't spoil me, chat, immediately, right now. Superman Red Sun animated movie is on its way. Yes, but when? When is it coming out? 2020. Okay, when in 2020? When DCComics.com is it coming out? It's not going to tell me, is it? Nope, just 2020. Okay, cool. Thank you, DC Comics. Very cool. I'm actually excited about that because that's like, especially if you're like a classical Superman fan, that's the obvious question is, okay, well, what if this space rock, instead of landing in middle of nowhere, Kansas, landed in middle of nowhere, Kazakhstan, or you know, central Russia, the Urals or whatever, and grew up within the second world society rather than based first world society. So I'm excited. I think it should be a good movie. I don't know the story at all, so it'll be neat seeing how all that plays out on screen. Be gentle, Luna. Rip Moonbutt. Yeah, so if Celestia's got a Glock in her cheeks, what does Luna carry? Is she two World Wars? Is she a 1911 carrier? Concealed carry. It just pops out of the butt and ready to go. Just make her cough until it comes out. Yeah, maybe you just get a maybe you just get the Sig Sauer 223 and it'll just go off on its own. You don't even have to squeeze it. A butt-zooka. There you go. Luna carrying an M249B. Yes. Just give it a firm shake. Okay. I think we've had a lot of fun tonight. Again, I guess I should give updates on various projects. Update on Great Experiment. No fucking idea. It's not under my purview. I don't know. I believe it sounds like James has pivoted back to finishing the entire thing all together and then releasing it. So I'm going to say that it's more probably coming out in like mid-spring-ish, like March, April. So probably sometime. It sounds like most likely we'll probably have one more teaser at BabsCon, and hopefully it'll come out after that. I don't know, guys. It's between him and Wubby, it sounds like. So that would be my guess, based on what I know. Terminal Secrets is completed. In case you didn't know, we finished the Terminal Secrets series. Go check out those final episodes. Listen to them all together, and then listen to any things that might be connected to it. Ha ha ha. Wasteland Survival Guide. We are working on the next one. Needle has had some financial problems, and so that has interrupted recording as she's been doing extra side jobs and stuff, so please be patient with that. They are all written, so we're just, waiting for her to be in a better place for recording. But we hope to have more of those soon. Confessions of Wasteland Pony. Writing's going great. Episode is about a third complete, 35%. And on top of that, we have another special Confessions-related thing coming out for Christmas time. So keep paying attention for that, because that is going to be really exciting. It's really fun writing that and getting that recorded with our incredible VA. So keep an eye out for that. Coming soon. Christmas is coming. What else do we have? Untypical, I don't know. I think James put out a promo for that or something. So check that out. I don't know. Yeah. Otherwise, we're going strong. We do have a Founders Cast in the works with just the core 4. So that'll be coming out in a couple of weeks. We will put out the thing ahead, just like the last couple podcasts. We'll give everyone good due warning, but it will be at a similar kind of time like we normally do. Except I think on a Sunday instead of a Saturday. So keep your eyes out for that one. It's gonna be fun. And then, oh yeah, and with Terminal Secrets, there's the album, the actual music album with those final episodes that is being worked on, in my understanding. I'm not sure what Kelly is doing. I know he has his grand plan, so he's working on getting it all together in a really nice way, but there was some really nice music in those last couple Terminal Secrets, so should be a fun album whenever that's ready. A nice little EP of score and some other stuff. Yeah, and then actually the Confessions art is also basically done too, which is the great thing. So I just have to finish writing it now, and the art is already done. So it's gonna be great. How is Oakhart? Pretty well, apparently, considering every last time she's been on the podcast has been with her beau, her significant other, that apparently she's been living with for a while. So I'd say it sounds pretty good right now. Yeah. So that's something else. Yeah, and then on top of the Founders Cast, which we're going to keep it to just the four of us, just for tradition's sake, we'll have another big open podcast with, everyone who can show up sometime after that soon. So, anyway, I think I'm going to head to bed myself now, but this is great. I'm glad we had a little time to spend together. Hope you guys enjoyed a very fantastic season. Happy Thanksgiving or whatever if you're going to celebrate Scootaloo Day coming up. And Christmas is coming. Going to have an exciting December. A lot of fun stuff for the rest of the fall. And our winter solstice. So, thank you everyone for joining us for another BananaCast.